Horizon Burning Shores is just over a week away, and if you're like me, you're starting to get pretty excited. Less than a year after the release of Horizon Zero Dawn, we got the release of the Frozen Wilds DLC. This introduced us to a ton of new content. We got an entirely new area, new tribes, new characters, new machines, and new weapons. With Burning Shores releasing more than a year after Forbidden West, you have to imagine the team over at Guerrilla has even bigger and better surprises in store. So here's the top 5 reasons why I'm excited for the Burning Shores DLC. But before I jump in, if you enjoy this video and you're as excited for Burning Shores as I am, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel. No doubt there will be a lot more Burning Shores content in the weeks and months ahead. Alright, let's jump in. One of the things that I love most about the Horizon series is the locations and the environments. The Guerrilla team has done a masterful job at creating an open world that really feels open and lived in, but also, true to the story, it feels like it was also lived in and then subsequently destroyed 1,000+ years ago. In Forbidden West, we got Las Vegas and San Francisco. It looks like with Burning Shores, we're getting a post-apocalyptic Los Angeles. And based on the artwork we've seen so far, it looks pretty sweet. In the future, I would love to see him expand even further and just connect all of the areas we got in Forbidden West, the Burning Shores, but also Zero Dawn and the Frozen Wilds. Personally, I just love this world and can't get enough of it, so I'm super excited to add new areas to it with this new DLC. The Burning Shores is going to be a PS5 exclusive. Hopefully by now you've had the chance to pick yours up. I know it took me a long time to finally get mine, but now that I have it, I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Guerrilla team can do with the technology. They've already said that there were some limitations to what they could do with Forbidden West based on the fact that it also had to be released on PS4. We've already heard rumors that there's going to be a really big battle that just couldn't be done with the PS4 hardware. The speculation is that that's the Horus fight that we've all been waiting for, which would be amazing. But I'm curious to see what other improvements they're able to make. It seems like the Sony team has gone all in on the Horizon universe. They worked to have Horizon Call of the Mountain as a flagship launch title for the PSVR 2. And personally, I'm here for it. I love the idea that we have developer studios that are able to push the boundaries of next-gen hardware, and what better property to do it with than Horizon. By now, I think all us Horizon enthusiasts has seen the reveal of the Water Wing. At the risk of sounding cheesy, this is everything I never knew I always wanted. I'm probably in the minority here, but I actually really like the exploration of the water in Forbidden West. I think it looks amazing. There's so much detail and so much to see and explore, but I'll be the first to admit, it can be a little slow, and it definitely doesn't lend itself well to exploring a lot of the open water areas, like once you reach the coast. So this Water Wing will be a very welcome addition. And I already touched on the Horus, which looks like it'll be a massive machine battle, but what about the other machines? I'm just spitballing here, but how about lions or tigers? Or what would be sweeter than an underwater battle with a great white shark? Those ones might be a bit of a stretch, but even if they just brought back some of the previous machines that we got in Zero Dawn that weren't in Forbidden West, like the Sawtooth or the Trampler, that would be a welcome addition. In Forbidden West, we got some amazing new weapons and armor sets. I mean, come on, the Carja Stalker Elite, this look is elite. Completely impractical for navigating the Forbidden West, but if you're going to risk your life fighting machines, you may as well look good doing it. What makes it even better is that in the Horizon 1.016 patch, we got the transmog system, meaning you can apply the look you want without sacrificing the armor stats that best fit your playstyle. My personal preference is the Nora Thunder Warrior armor for its stats, but I like to play around with different looks. And dyes were also added in Forbidden West, which add a really nice touch of customization. And this new Black Tide dye, which is available as a pre-order exclusive, looks pretty sweet. And they're showcasing it on a new armor set, which looks to be inspired by the Quen. Up to this point, we haven't seen any Quen armor available, so I imagine this isn't the only new armor set we'll be seeing. Alright, now let's talk weapons. Now while it's true that the melee combat in Forbidden West still leaves something to be desired, I would say that overall, the weapons and weapon combat was a significant improvement over Zero Dawn. I love the combat in Forbidden West. And some of the new weapons we got, like the Spike Thrower and the Shredder Gauntlet, have completely changed the way that I approach combat in the game. Now I'm not expecting there to be any new weapon types in the game, but giving us some new looks for current weapon types, new Valor Surges, and maybe a new ammo type or two would be pretty amazing. I think I speak for every Shredder Gauntlet enthusiast out there when I say that Frost Shredder ammo would be a complete game changer. Now I haven't seen too many people talking about this, and that's probably because this really sucks to talk about. But less than a month ago, we lost Lance Reddick, who plays Sylens. This is such a huge loss on so many levels. Not only was Lance an amazing actor, but Sylens was such an iconic video game character. He's such a great counter character to Aloy. Aloy is young and a touch naive, and she's generally optimistic about the fate of humanity, or at least her part in how it can be saved. Whereas Sylens is older, wiser, seems to always be a step ahead. He's a little more jaded and perhaps a little bit more realistic, not only about the fate of humanity in the present day, but also the reasons that led to the destruction of humanity 1,000 years ago. Now I know the Burning Shores DLC was already done when Lance passed, and I imagine there's a good chunk of Horizon 3 that's also already completed. But I can't imagine the Guerrilla team won't have some sort of tribute. It may not be part of the main story, but losing such an iconic character certainly deserves to have a fitting tribute, so maybe have your tissues close at hand just in case. Alright, so just so I don't end on a sad note, here's a bonus reason why I'm excited for the Burning Shores DLC. As if I needed one, this gives me an excuse to start a new playthrough of Forbidden West. The story of Burning Shores picks up where Forbidden West ends, and according to the team at Guerrilla, you need to finish the main story before the events of Burning Shore can begin. So what better time to jump back into the world, stock up on inventory items, upgrade my existing armor and weapons, and refresh my memory on where things left off. And if you're interested in a walkthrough, I just started my New Game Plus mostly main mission walkthrough. In this series, I'll mostly be going through the main story missions, but also making stops along the way to visit cauldrons, unlock tall necks, see relic ruins, and explore some side quests along the way. If you're interested in that, I'll link the videos below. Alright, and those are my top reasons why I'm excited for Horizon Burning Shores. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a comment below on the things you're most excited for. Thanks!